everybody, thank you so much for being here. So just recently, about a month ago, I posted a video about 22 hidden gems in Toronto, and it did so well. Thank you so much for watching it. I'm gonna link it somewhere over here. Check it out, of course, but after this video. So this video has even more Toronto gems. Some of them are actually from your suggestions. Thank you so much, by the way, to those who have suggested. I have included your suggestions here. So let's go. We are going to begin our gems with the Rooster Coffee House. So this specific location, and by the way, I think they have about 3 locations at Broadview Avenue and Danforth Avenue. And the reason why I'm singling out this location is it reminded me for some reason when I was back in Paris. So first of all, in the morning, they have tons of baked goods and they all look so amazing. Over here, by the way, is just different menu of drinks. And over there are somebody's espressos. There are a number of things that I loved about this place. And one of them is how community-centered they are. For example, over here they have dog treats totally for free. Here is a communal crossword puzzle and people kept on kind of adding to it, which was hilarious while they were waiting for the drinks. And over here is what kind of reminded me, I swear, of Paris. There are these little tables and you get to sit down with your pastry and your coffee and you get to watch the life. You get to watch the streetcars and people passing you by. And yeah, just enjoying a beautiful morning. But even that is not all that this place has to offer. After your coffee, or you can take it to go, literally a few steps away, you will see this gorgeous view. This is the Riverdale Park East. It is a really famous view of Toronto. I think a lot of people know about this. So this is not exactly a hidden gem, but the Rooster Coffee House is definitely a hidden gem, at least to me, because I've never seen it and it is so adorable. Totally must go. Gem number 2 is the Chester Hill Lookout. So not really far from the coffee house that we were just at. I think this was about 10-minute drive, if maybe even less. Park anywhere on the street. On the weekend it was free. And you first see this kind of area. And then you see this cool mural of all of the different zodiac signs. You gotta find your sign. That's a rule. So I found Aquarius over there. And then you go and yes, this is another view, very similar of course to the view I was just showing you, because this is on the same side of Broadview Avenue, just going more north, and you get to see the highway over there. The greenery is hiding a bit of the view, so in the off season when there is no greenery you will see tons better view, much better view, but still you get to see it even in the summer. Over there is a CN Tower. Now let's head downtown. This is our gem number 3 and it's called Dual Citizen. So you need to go inside Sheraton Hotel, and in here a little gem of a coffee place. They carry a number of things, of course the coffee, a number of breakfast items and just different drinks. But I think what I love the most about it is the ambience. It's inside of a hotel, inside of a beautiful hotel. There's plenty of places to sit. I think this is a perfect place for a date or meeting a friend. And then you have this beautiful view onto the waterfall and the greenery. Just very aesthetically pleasing cafe in my opinion. Up next we have Wizard Market. This was, by the way, suggested by one of the viewers on the first video. Thank you so much for suggesting it. And it is a Harry Potter shop, Harry Potter themed gift shop, but also just any kind of wizarding themed gift shop. I've been here before and for the life of me I cannot for some reason find my footage, so I'm just using Google Maps over here. As you can see, tons of stuff. They of course have the corresponding Harry Potter houses and just lots and lots of memorabilia. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. If you are, you need to go here. This is right across from the AGO, Art Gallery of Ontario, so very centrally located, kind of in the basement, but really cool. Gem number 5, and I'm probably gonna butcher this one, is Legrand. I used to work right in this area, and for years and years and years I've been going to this coffee shop. I love it. It's on the intersection of Spadina and Queen. Amazing baked goods for sure. They have some great breakfast items. The lunch is great. It's just a really nice, good quality cafe. They have watermelon juice over there. They have salads. But for me personally, and this is going to be controversial, I know, but their cookies, I think, are the best cookies that Toronto has to offer. So they have walnuts and chocolate chunks in them, and over here I'm just opening it up for you. They're huge. They make them, of course, in the morning and typically you can still get them in the afternoon, but a lot of times they run out in the evening, so do show up earlier. Over here I got the matcha. I got a burrito breakfast, a wrap, which by the way was amazing. It was so filling and somewhat healthy, I would say. And of course the cookie and another pastry. The pastry was apricot and I totally loved everything. Up next is pretty much right there, very close to gGourmand, is the Graffiti Alley. Now this is not exactly maybe a hidden gem, but I have to put it on here. First of all, because I'm trying to group things together, so you can do a bunch of things at the same time. But to me, this is a gem because each time I go here, there is something new because there's continuous kind of additions of the graffiti. I love anything artsy and definitely love walking and exploring this area. This time around, I've noticed this graffiti with this green guy with the eyes. Never seen that before. So our next hidden gem is high beads and Arton beads. Now maybe this is not for everybody, but this is definitely very adorable. And maybe if it's not for you, maybe this is something you can get as a present for all of the holidays that are coming up. So what is this? So you go in and this is essentially a bead store, but right now the charms are all the rage. So it's something that these two bead stores are known for right now, and they have so many cool charms. As you can see, the options are pretty much endless. The high beads over here, all of them are 99 cents. The Arton beads some of them were cheaper, some of them were more expensive actually. But what's interesting, both of the stores had different charms in stock, so I would highly suggest going to both of these stores, though most of my stuff over here came from high beads. So here's me kind of putting it together, thinking about what I want to do. And by the way, over here, this is the holiday section, Christmas stuff. Maybe I think this is such an adorable present for somebody to put it together, or you don't even need to put it together. You can buy a bunch of charms and give them to them as a DIY. These guys, of course, sell all of the needed tools, all of the needed wires. They will also tell you how to roughly do things. It's really not that hard. I'll also show you what I did in a few seconds. And here's all of the kind of fixtures that will, join together all of your items. Really cool clasps. High beads had a lot of options for the chains. And you can do a necklace, you can do a bracelet. I'm gonna do actually a keychain. So these guys had a lot of chains, but the problem with them is that they want you to buy a whole meter. I did not need a meter, I just wanted a little keychain. So that's why actually I went to Arton Beads and I got from them for $3.50 actually like a whole meter of chain. It was very cheap, so highly recommend going to both of them. They both have great things, as I mentioned. And here we are at the Arton Beads. There are different things over here as well. Honestly, I spent in both of these stores together about 3 hours. Over here, by the way, is a Halloween section, so how cool would it be to have like a little charm for Halloween? So adorable. Anyhow, yes, I did spend a lot of time here. I loved every single minute of it. If you're into this kind of crafty things, you need to do this. Definitely a gem in the city. So here, let me quickly show you what I did. So here I'm already got the chain, all of my charms. The tool I got actually from my mom. You can buy that tool if you need to. But ask around, maybe somebody has it. And this is what it is. I just put everything together on the chain. It's a little chaotic, I understand, not for everybody, but it's just a really easy way to kind of put it all together. It's pretty, it's on my bag, love it. And by the way, the total price for this whole thing was about $21, $22. I think I got 15 charms. So gem number 8 is the steam whistle. This is something that I feel not a lot of even Torontonians know about. It's just that it's right there under the CN Tower. And it's literally like an outdoor museum of trains. For the first time, actually, I walked around. I took my time kind of exploring it. You can climb on some of them. Some of them you cannot, like this one you cannot. But some of them you're allowed to climb a little bit. You cannot go inside. Inside is closed. But it's a piece of Canadian history. You can definitely take lots of cool photos here. That's what pretty much everybody here was doing. And over here is something really cool. This is called Toronto Railway Museum Turntable. And let me just zoom out and you can see that this is, yeah, like a turntable, and that portion that's black, it turns and it corresponds to the railings, and that is how these trains are moved and can be relocated essentially. Very, very cool, great piece of technology. There's more and more trains, like basically all around this turntable you will see different trains. Of course, there's a Steam Whistle Brewery, really great place for food and drink if you would like to. In the morning it's closed, of course, and this is when it was in the morning. In my opinion, really great piece of history that's a bit underrated. The next gem is called Canoe Landing Park. It's not far walk from the Steam Whistle, and it's just a bunch of, what are these called? Fishing, floating things. And what's funny is this is also a water park, so you can press the button and a bit of water is gonna come out and spray you a little bit. Just a cool random little park that I wanted to add to this list. Gem number 10 is the bridge by José Parlá. This bridge is fairly new. I mean, probably by now it's over 5 years old, but feels like it's new. And it's just really beautiful. It connects above the train tracks, the go and via train tracks. It's a pedestrian bridge. By the way, there's like a hole in one of these wires for the photographers to take really beautiful photos of the CN Tower. Watch out for that. And another thing I love about this bridge is that it's gorgeous at nighttime. I've been here at nighttime numerous times, don't have footage, but I have a photo. Just a really beautiful bridge. Gem number 11, now we're heading to Cabbagetown. This is Kendall and Co. Definitely a gem that I enjoy going to. So this place is all about interior design. They do custom rugs. They do, I think, custom wallpaper. If you need any kind of graphical elements into your home, they are for you. But as a just walk-in kind of thing, they have so many cool knickknacks, hilarious pillows. This is the place, like if you're thinking about a present, like a nice designy present for somebody, this is it. You need to go here. The prices are not cheap, of course, but also the quality is great, and they're just very well curated, really lovely pieces. And also they have a number of funny things such as socks and different Santas. We got the playing cards, Alice in Wonderland playing cards, like huge oversized ones, really great illustrations. So basically items like this. Gem number 12 is Bisou Toronto. This is also in Cabbagetown. It's an adorable restaurant, coffee shop. I think it's everything brunch, perfect brunch place. So it's more of a walk-in. I don't think they do the whole like full-on service. You walk in, you order whatever it is that you want. They have quiches, they have sweet items. Everything is very French, of course. And they have cakes if you want to buy a cake. We were here, we tried a number of things actually from them, and everything was so yummy. Of course, the earlier you go, the better choices you'll have, the fresher things will be. The decor inside is really lovely, kind of vintagey. Lots of places to sit indoor, and there's also places to sit outdoor. Very community feel, lovely place. I quickly wanted to tell you about my books. So the digital formats are all on Etsy. There are 3 books. One is summer, one is weekends in summer, and one is fall winter. And on Amazon, I actually have 4 books because there's another art book. So same books as before, but in print format. And of course, I'm going to link everything down below if you would like to check them out. Here's, by the way, all that we got. This thing was with caviar. It was amazing. Matcha, I'm pretty sure that had pear. Then we had quiche, and quiche came with salad. So yummy. Gem number 13 is the Beastiary Pet Shop. This is also in Cabbagetown, so nearby. Definitely walk here. Love this place. Love just the vibe of this place. They're very positive people, very, very nice people who run this. They have a number of areas where they have kind of permanent residents, permanent animal residents, and then of course they sell animals and feed and things like that. There's a gentleman that usually walks around, and he usually has stuff literally up his sleeve. So over here he let me hold this. Then we got a small demonstration of a snake, and we got to touch the snake. You cannot handle everything, of course, only if it's safe and he lets you do it. So it was very, very cool experience. We typically go here to get some food for our cat, but it's just also a very cool experience. And if you're thinking about an exotic animal, you need to go here. They're also really, really knowledgeable and just very cool people. I saw a segment on breakfast television. Was he there?
Yeah, he was there.
Star.
He's the guy.
Star. Oi, oi. The gem number 14 is U of T Hart House. This is another suggested by the viewer. And thank you so much for that suggestion, because I think it's an amazing one. U of T campus, especially the Hart House building, kind of that whole area is beautiful. It's, by the way, even more beautiful in the fall if you're watching this right now in the fall. And not only that, they also have the Arbor room, which is like a cafe slash restaurant. Beautifully outfitted. It's inside the building. It is mainly, of course, for the students and the faculty, but I'm sure nobody's gonna protest if you go in to have something to eat and a drink. Looks lovely. And over here are the hours, just in case. So for the next gem, we're heading to the beaches. This is Fearless Meats. First of all, their food is absolutely amazing. They have Montreal smoked meat sandwich, which is excellent. I highly recommend it. It was literally how I remember it in Montreal. And another amazing thing about them is that they work with the community. I think they have sort of like a kind of paid forward kind of system where if you do not have the money, they will feed you. So it's really great that people like that exist. And I definitely want to support places like that. They're located pretty much in the beaches, actually even more east of beaches, very close to Glen Stewart Ravine, which is actually our next gem. The ravine is not very large. There's usually, by the way, street parking. And it's just really beautiful. I highly recommend it in the fall time because, of course, of the colors. There are a number of boardwalks, which is why I think this is definitely a gem. It's really beautiful. Typically perfect place to, I've seen people exercising on these boardwalks and, of course, walk their dogs. Just a really pretty ravine. It's, as I mentioned, not very huge. And it's also very close to the beaches, so you can go for a walk over there as well. So our next gem takes us to Mount Pleasant Village, which is located Mount Pleasant and south of Eglinton intersection. The first thing, by the way, is that they are known for their beautiful floral buildings, beautiful floral murals on their buildings. And the first place, there are going to be two places that I want to tell you about, is the Olive Oil Emporium. So again, amazing people that run this place. We walked in and I wanted a really well-tasting olive oil that's not too bitter. And they did a bit of tasting for us just on the spot. It was really great. We sampled a number of things from different countries. I got my olive oil from Italy, yes, and loved it. Actually need to go back to refill. Our gem number 18 is this amazing cafe. It's called Jules Cafe Patisserie. It's also in Mount Pleasant Village, very close to Olive Oil Emporium, pretty much across the street. And the thing about these guys is that everything's very, it's another one of those bakeries that just like you must go. It's really, really good. I've tried a number of things from them. As you can see, everything is beautiful. I specifically love their flatbread. It's essentially, honestly, to me, it's a pizza. I think they call it flatbread. I'm not sure why. If you ask them to heat it up for you, you can go to like a bench. There's a bench in a small park nearby. And oh my God, it tasted so good, so cheesy, so fresh. There was like a rosemary flavor to it. Excellent. Very, very good place. And by the way, they do sell out really early in the morning, so go early. Now we're actually heading to Ossington area, which is Ossington and Queen. And specifically, it's called Lane West Ossington. Over here, just kind of showing you with the yellow man. And I'm going to put the locations down below as well. So it's basically a laneway with a lot of graffiti, very similar to the Graffiti Alley on Queen. This is the Ossington version. Lots of graffiti to wander around and check out. Basically, that whole laneway is very colorful. But of course, this is Ossington and there's so much to do. You definitely will do not just go here for the art. You need to also walk around and experience other things. In Ossington specifically, each time I'm in Ossington, I need to go to Bang Bang Ice Cream. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm not gonna say that this is a hidden gem. Pretty much everybody knows about this place, but it's just so good. So my recommendation when you're checking out the graffiti, look at these cookies, ice cream cookies. Oh, so good. So the last but definitely not the least gem is actually another food place. So this is called Kray. We're heading north. This is Shepherd and Young. They're on the second floor and they are Korean restaurant slash coffee place. And they serve something very unique, at least to me, that I wanted to share with you. By the way, the ambience is really pretty and this is what we got. So this is shaved ice and on top there's strawberry. By the way, the ice also has a lot of coconut in it, like it's really nice flavored. And on top there's a bit of a matcha mochi. And there's also some sort of sauce on top that's very sweet, but not overly sweet. We didn't feel that this was too much. We did share it, so I do suggest sharing it. And here's that shaved coconut ice. It was excellent. Just for that, you need to go here. The fishes were also great. I think these are like pizza filling fishies. So they had pepperoni and cheese. Very, very yummy. The cheese was really stringy. Love this place. Definitely very unique items. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there are any other gems that you know of in Toronto that you would like to disclose. Write it down below. And of course, check out the first part. It is also an amazing video with lots of cool gems of Toronto if you're into that. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe, like, and share, and I will see you next time.